Hello everyone, my name is Wyatt Long, aka your boy WalStreet, and I want to say thank you so much for 915 subscribers. Sorry for the delay on this video. I just haven't had a long enough time to just sit down, draw, and make this video happen. So, I simply want to say thank you for the wait and let's get on with the drawing of my life. Now, if you are family and friends and know more aspects of my childhood, because I can only remember so much, please comment below and any questions you have for the strangers on the internet. This is going to be a brief story of my life. I was born September 23rd, 2000 in Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis, Indiana. And even before I was born, I was causing chaos for the family. I was born on the Grand Prix opening of Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So they had to fight through traffic to get to me to figure out what gender baby I am. Because apparently, when I was in the womb, being made, cooked in the oven, you can say, I refused to show what gender I was. I refused to give them the proper view. Even when they were desperate and spent hours in the room trying to find what I was, they could not figure it out. So, I was born and already causing headaches. As I grew up, I was a fast learner. I was speaking a little sooner than the average kid. I was walking sooner. I had a bunch of personality and whatnot. I was the dream kid for a parent. And in around 18 months old, I had an issue that is still being debated on by family and close friends from the time. We don't know exactly what happened, but one day I went from talking energetic to basically being the dream child to not talking, not eating as much as I used to, and having issues with walking. Some family members blame the vaccines. Some people blame the healing issues I ended up having when I was growing up. But something happened and I changed. I went from being ahead of everyone to behind everyone in skills. We don't know exactly what happened. We just have theories. Around 5 years old, it was finally discovered one of the big issues I have was I had severe clogged ears. Like, I was basically hearing like if I was 6 feet underwater type of hearing. It was a miracle I was even interacting with people at all. And they had to do surgery on my ears, as well as my tonsils and everything else. Which was one of the many times doctors had failed me personally. I have a phobia of going to the hospital. This is just one of those key aspects. I eventually, when I was in first grade, I don't know exactly when, I was diagnosed with autism, which made the vaccine argument 10 times louder because in 2007, Autism Speaks was anti-vaccine. Now they changed their ways with proof that vaccines don't cause autism, but those family members still believe in it. So, growing up, I was big on sports, specifically WWE and football. I wanted to be a wrestler and a football player. I also wanted to be a cook, even though I was afraid of fire and not liking 90% of food. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to make people happy, but also trying to be myself. A story that still has impact on me on this very day. Eventually, in fourth grade, I ended up having the need to get glasses, which, with my poor taste and style, I chose probably the worst glasses possible, which made me get bullied for the first time. Went from the kid that everyone wanted to hang out with to the ew nerd kid. It was my first taste of isolation, which unfortunately didn't grow as much. In fifth grade, a few kids, 8 of them precisely, decided to put every single bit of hate, bullying, physically, verbally, etc., onto me. And basically made me go from the kid everyone liked, for the most part, to the kid that no one wanted to hang out with. And that was my true taste of isolation. It got so bad that I was not allowed to be on the bus anymore. I was not allowed to go outside for recess anymore. I had to be under constant human vision for the remainder of elementary school because every time I was left alone with my peers, I would end up getting beaten or verbally abused. Plus a few other things I don't want to get into in this video. But in 5th grade, I did try to commit suicide. 5 times specifically. It was a dreadful time. But thankfully, a little girl named Rebecca, who was born in 2010 when I was in 3rd grade, going on to 4th grade, finally said the words, "Love you, Bubba," which ultimately saved me. I don't know where I would be, currently, if I didn't hear my sister say those words for the first time. Why, as I was going for a 6th time. She saved me. Even though she may not understand me, and can stand me at times, ultimately I wanted her to be born, and she kept me alive. So, going off from that really emo depression route, I got into middle school where I finally had peers that came around and respected me. Not just as the intelligent, air quotes heavy on that word, kid who liked to be active, but because of my personality, I want to help people. It's just in my bones. I always wanted to go out of my way to do the subtlest of actions to make people's lives better. And I formed a really tight group of friends. Unfortunately, over the years, we have lost in touch. One person I had to quit talking to because he backstabbed me. But that's the game of life, isn't it? You meet incredible people, and eventually you do have to leave them. For good or bad reasons. But that 2-year period when I was in middle school shaped me to the man I am today. I went from the kid that just didn't know what he was doing to the kid with determination. To at least get a piece of paper that proved I am able to be deemed as successful. A high school degree, and now on the road to get a college degree. I also joined the band program and the media program in my high school, and while those 2 programs did shape me to the person I am, I do wish to this day I focus on one more than the other. Hindsight is 2020, and it's just a matter of perspective. The band program helped me gain more consistency in my life and taught me more skills on determination and always powering on even when you are down. But the media program, BDTV, made me become more aware of who I was and made me feel like I belong and not just there for attendance. So, because of that media program, I joined Ball State University as a media, but on the media degree path, formerly known as telecommunications. And through this, I developed the skills to make YouTube videos pretty well, even though I'm more minimalistic in the way I produce them because ultimately only a few people will see them. But it taught me the skills I need to make careers and jobs and pathways. And throughout the years of this university, I've gone through ups and downs. Ups being I figured out who I was, being part of the LGBTQ family, and also taught me more of what is mental disability and who am I. Obviously, English is still a little difficult for me, but hey, I'm paddling on through with my speech impairment and not being afraid of people now making fun of me for my voice. Even though they will probably love the fact that I do think about my voice all the time. And I hesitate, but ultimately I just go out and make it my own. And now we're here in 2023, a few months away from graduating college, only a few subscribers away from hitting 1,000, and just a few weeks away from making big plans come true through the connections I have and the hard work and effort I've done over the last few years. Ultimately, even though it's kind of cliche, and I do mean it from the bottom of my heart, never give up. And remember, peace isn't just my outro, it's my message to you, the audience. Find peace in yourself, find peace in this world. It's chaos, it's hectic, it wants to kill you. Trust me, I've been on the receiving end a few of those times. But ultimately, if you can find peace externally and internally, you will make it far in this world. So, hopefully if you made it this far, let's make the remainder of this year as peaceful as we possibly can and just take it one more day at a time. Because you never know what will be happening in a few months. So, stay with me now. Peace.